Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Forge and Firewall. This video is going to be about the setup of the H2C. Pretty much just some time lapse of setting it up and then quick calibration shots. Probably going to show a couple of the first prints. Because I was at work, I wasn't really able to catch it in person. A lot of it is from the camera from the H2C itself. Some of the first prints were actually upgrades for the H2C. Most of them were, as well as some cosmetic fancy things that my nephew wanted. Other than that, we're still printing, setting things up. We did end up hooking up all three AMSs currently. We're printing actually a shelf for them right now. They'll all be in another video. I think after this, I'll have a video of the upgrades or all the prints we did for the H2C and then actually putting them on because a lot of them have not been installed yet. It's just been really busy. So yeah, here's some quick videos of the installation and setup. Time to unbox. I think I'll put it on a piano dolly. Let's see how that works out. I want it just a little elevated. So everyone says this is heavy online. Let's see. Oh, come on, guys. There we go. 35 kilos. 77 pounds. Freedom units. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of excited. Like I've been waiting for a while to get this garage set up and get this 3D printer going. Now's the time. So we'll go ahead and pull these little plastic doodads out. I don't want to just pull the whole thing out. I guess we will. Interesting. This two sides don't have it. Must have got lost in shipping. Da-na-na. Looks like you got your accessory box here. External spool holder. Looks like some tools, oils, lubes, screws. Oh, here's some induction hot ends. These are probably the fours, the sixes, the 6 and the 2. Yeah. Yeah, so there's one already on the machine. So there's 3 4s, a 6, and a 2. And we ordered other ones to have the full set. So we're going to have a total of 6 4s. And on the left side, we got standard 2 and 6 as well. We got some PTFE tubes, adapter filament cleaning pads. Looks like some lubrication. Allen wrenches, more lubrication. The 0.4 induction, the 0.4 hot end, standard hot end. So much stuff in here, man. I have no idea what some of these are. I ain't even gonna lie. Whoa, man, this is massive. Okay, let's start removing all the stuff in here. Watch the belts. Okay, I think we got to take the AMS, which is in here right now. Got to take that out. Got a bunch of these orange screws, which we will keep. Oh, cool. Okay, AMS is out. That is way lighter than I thought it would be. Wow. Man, we're really lacking on space here, guys. Hopefully we didn't damage nothing.
Goodness, it's huge.
Yeah, it's gigantic.
This is not getting nowhere.
Doesn't it have to be precise?
Dude, is it straight enough?
Yeah.
It's bolted to the wall.
That's good.
Look how I did it. Look in the back. All right, it's time to get this monster up on its final destination. Well, at least for now. Lift with your legs. This is so exciting. Measurements on point. I'm talking to my brother off camera. That's awesome, man. You know what? I didn't. Oh, we're still missing stuff because they're in here probably. Yep. I didn't see a power thing. On money. I leveled the whole thing.
Oh, you did?
Look at the legs.
Level?
Yeah, look at the legs. This side's completely short. This one's all the way extended. It's the first thing I did was level the table. Yeah, so we're far from done. We got to connect this. I don't even know what I'm doing. All right, it's setup time. Let's do it. Well, I'm recording on my phone, so I need my phone. Wow, fancy. Initial calibration of the H2C. We only got one AMS hooked up right now. We do have the 4-in-1 PFE tube collector and another AMS2 Pro and the AMS HT we will connect, but we got a lot of stuff to print beforehand. We got this project to work on next. We're going to change that top into this new spruce top. And we need this to help us. We're going to use the shop to build the shop, and we build as we go. It's alive. It's alive. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the first prints we did. So the first one we actually did, the first thing once I fired this thing up was this plate holder for the bed plate holder. So like I got the engineering plate. I got, oh, this is the vision encoder plate as well. The textured PEI plate, and then in there right now I have a cool plate. It is not branded. It's actually generic. I found it online. I bought it honestly. It wasn't necessarily much cheaper than any of the ones I could have got, like a BQ or something, but I wanted to mess with it, test different things on it, and not worry about it. So yeah, that was actually the first thing we printed. Honestly, I was impressed by the quality of the print. Came out really nice. I really was impressed with the first print. So this is actually the first thing I printed. My nephew wanted something during that time, so I printed out this quick little cute minion. It was actually white, and he colored it with Sharpies. I thought it was cute. He left it here. All right. Another thing, couple things we printed for the printer. This is a waste bucket, for purging, a purge bucket. And this actually attaches with a bracket on the back. So you hook this bracket up and it comes like this. And it also has a lid. This is so it helps keep in heat. This was actually printed out with ASA. I printed out ASA. I believe this was my first ASA print on this machine actually ever. And I was really impressed how well ASA printed on here. I was impressed. I come from a time of PTSD 3D printing. Actually, hold on. I have a door stop. I'm going to show you guys what my door stop is. Yes. That is my door stop. As you can see, this is the age I came from of 3D printing when the Ender 3s were killing the market. Another cool thing is I have some filament from 6 years ago that we're going to dry and try to bring back to life if possible. And we have a big plan for this. I am actually going to completely tear it apart. I saw a cool project online where we can make this into a Core XY enclosed printer, and that's what we're going to go with. But that's down the road when we have some time. Let me put my doorstop back. So yeah, that's why you can see why I was so impressed with engineering filament like ASA. Back then, printing out ABS was a nightmare, a chore, almost impossible unless you try to enclose it somehow. Anyways, that was the second print, I believe. If not, it was around there. I have some more that I don't have in here. Here's some more ASA prints that we did, and it was for one of the AMSs. Really nice quality. I really enjoyed it. Here's some cool things that we printed. Well, I printed these for the wrong machine, mind you, but I have them, so I guess I have to get this machine eventually. What these are, as you guys know, I bolted that desk to the wall, so it's really hard to move the H2C around if I need to get behind it or what have you. So there was an amazing design online, and I'll try to put all these in the description, where we can pretend this fits for whatever machine. So these connect like this, and then you use a filament as a hinge point, and this goes under the machine, and the rubber feet are in here. Actually, it goes this way. And the rubber feet on the machine sit in here. And it moves, it does its thing, but as soon as you want to slide it up, you just give it a little nudge, you push these forward, and then the rubber feet are sitting on here and it slides around like it's on ice. I absolutely fell in love with it. It's amazing. We're going to be using it in the next video when we're attaching a lot of these prints we have for the upgrades for the printer. So that's going to be cool. Here's something really cool we printed out. This is in standard PLA. It was a box for the H2C. This may be the second print I did, I think. So it holds a lot of the nozzles. Obviously, I haven't used it yet. I was so impressed. Like, to see this kind of quality is wild from the time I came from. Just messed around with the colors, and these come out. The clips aren't that great, to be honest. They're loose, but honestly, I just wanted to print it out because I thought it was super cool. So these just hold a lot of the nozzles and stuff I have. I have a ton of nozzles. I'm going to Gridfinity that drawer over there eventually. So I thought that was pretty awesome as well. And another thing I printed out was this. This clips onto the back of the H2C, and two 4-in-1 PTFE tubes. Those adapters from Bambu actually click into here. And it's just a way to hold them and hold them steady because of the shelf we're building there. It's going to have a direct fit. So this is going to be a real cool setup. We'll see all that once we get to that point. I printed out a couple new doorknobs. The one it came with was small. I kind of like this one more, but I have a different one set up. You probably saw it in the opening shot. We printed out quite a bit of stuff that aren't here. I've also been designing a few things in Fusion. So I don't know if you guys heard about these, but for work we got these Apricorns. They're flash drives, little flash drives that have a pin pad, and they didn't have cases, so I designed the click-in case. Came out really sweet. We'll probably have another video on that. A couple other things I got was the Vento from Foxel. It has the carbon and HEPA filter that I will end up attaching to the back there. It just kind of slides in. You bolt this to the H2C. You can print these out, but bolt it to the H2C, and then this filter slides in, goes like that. So we'll end up putting that there. So when we're printing things other than engineering filament, it will also be filtered. What else did we print? Yeah, I printed out quite a bit of stuff inside the shelf that I was talking about. I printed out a spooler. I'll probably get those in another video. I just wanted to show a couple of the first prints, and then later we'll get to, in another video, I'll show more of the other stuff we printed out. Yeah, and that was pretty much the setup of the H2C, and I showed you a couple of the prints we did. We did a lot more than that. I believe I have close to 200 hours already, if not more, in a span of possibly, this would be my second week right now, today. So we've been printing quite a bit, trying to get the shop done. We did a lot of cool other things I have not shown yet. We printed out jigs for the router, a lot of other things we'll show in another video. Oh, and this cool thing I wanted to show you guys that I didn't show in the last one. It was a scraper. Came out pretty cool. Anyways, that's it for this video. We'll see you guys soon. Hopefully things slow down a bit so we got time to record and put some time into this shop and get it done. Anyways, love you. Take it easy.